bullish or bearish. Whether you're a rookie trader or a rock star, we believe there's room for everyone. Every Filipino can learn how to trade. We're just your average Joe. But together, let's take advantage of the greatest equalizer of wealth ever, the stock market, where millions can be made and lost in a click of a finger. The journey to trading mastery is a lifetime, and we're here to stay. We are ZFT, and this is where the hot money is.
Good evening again to everyone. So this is Cosmos, Ask ZFT Weekly Podcast. So this is episode 15, The Roadmap to Trading Success. So I'd like us to start yung sa natin, yung competence quadrant. So if you are not familiar with it, papakita ko sa inyo ngayon. Yan, medyo pixelated yung image kasi kanina ko lang to kinuha eh. So when it comes to trading, ito din yung cycle or phases na pinagdadaanan natin when it comes to our learning process dito sa craft na to. So we all started with unconscious incompetence. So ano bang ibig sabihin yan? You are unaware of the skill and your lack of proficiency. So sino dito yung parang you started trading and siguro mga after 2 or 3 months na pinag-aralan mo yung mga indicators, agad-agad akala mo ang galing mo na. Because I started that way. Okay? Yung tipong I remember a moment na kaka-open ko lang ng COL account ko. Tapos, I was in my MBA class in Ateneo. Tapos may nakita ko sa harap. Dalawa silang babae, mag-classmates sila. Older than me, I think mga around 30s to 35 na yung age nila. Tapos nakita ko, meron silang COL account. So me, being someone na akala mo, sinong magaling na trader, sino yung consistently profitable na, lumapit ako. Sabi ko, uy, may COL din pala kayo. Sabi nila, oo, kaka-open lang daw nila. So, hindi daw nila alam kung saan mag-i-invest. So, again, me being the mayabang me that time, when it comes to trading, sabi ko sa kanila, hindi, ganito, bili kayo ng AGI kasi yung AGI, related yan sa MEG. They are sister companies. Tapos kung titingnan mo yung mga financial statements niyan, they are doing really well. Tapos bili din kayo ng PXP kasi yung PXP daw, may rumor ganyan na aakyat yan kasi yung si Duterte, i-open yung China exploration. Something ganun. So, hindi ko alam kung sinunod nila yung advice ko, no? But if ever sinunod nila yon, probably nasunog din sila tulad ko during that time. So, we all went through that phase, yung unconscious incompetence. And siguro yung pinakamalaking problem about this phase is unconscious eh. Kumbaga, hindi ka aware na incompetent ka. Akala mo ang galing mo na. And the market hates that. Okay? The moment you go to the market and you are unconsciously incompetent, anong gagawin ng market sa'yo? Sasampalin ka with the reality. Okay? Sasampalin ka with the truth that you don't know anything. Uy, bago ka pa lang dito. Okay? Correct your notion. Okay? Correct how you present yourself sa market. Ayusin mo yung asta mo, kumbaga. And that's the time you are now consciously aware. Okay? Nakita mo na, uy, hindi pa pala ako aware. Hindi pa pala ako that competent. But you are already aware na kulang ka sa skill. And most traders, especially yung mga naghahanap ng mga trading programs like TI that we just concluded, di ba? We just ended kanina sa risk management. A lot of traders are under this category. Yung conscious incompetence na yan. So, you acknowledge sa sarili mo na you lack knowledge. That's why you enrolled in these programs. And your goal at this point is, since alam mo na incompetent ka, to build your competence along the way. So, in other words, gusto mong gumawa ng system, gusto mong matuto ng mga iba't ibang strategies that you can use so that you can be profitable. Okay? And after that, that's the time, ito yung parang peak. Okay, kung sa ano pa to sa hierarchy ni Maslow, ito yung nasa pinakataas. Okay, yung unconscious competence. Kumbaga, everything is already natural and intuitive sa'yo when it comes to your trading. So, the common question that goes for a lot of traders is this. How long does it take for you to reach this level? Okay? Kasi ang level na yan, that is where consistent profitability comes in. Right? Consistent profitability. So, if you try to ask around sa mga traders na kilala nyo who allegedly are already consistently profitable, they will tell you na they have different answers eh. Some parang after lang ng pag-enroll sa ZFT program, agad-agad consistent na. Okay? Famous traders like for example si Tom Dante, I don't know if you have heard of him. So try nyo i-google or panoorin yung mga videos niya sa YouTube. Sabi niya, it took him 10 years, okay, all in all, bago siya naging consistently profitable. Okay? Ako personally, I don't consider myself as part of this quadrant yet. Masabi ko, I'm somewhere around this and this. Nandito pa ako sa gitna na to eh. To be honest sa inyo guys. But for example, some of our mentors, kumbaga, the way they trade is already ingrained sa ginagawa nila. Kumbaga, it's ingrained in their system to the point na sometimes they don't even have to put too much effort in their planning or in their how they chart. Kasi the moment they look at the charts, kabisado na nila kung ano yung hinahanap nila. So there are traders na ganun na yung level of competence nila. So that's unconscious competence. And I'm on my 4th year of trading. Okay, I started October 2016. So again, wala pa ako dito. Okay? I asked Boss C, sabi ni Boss sa akin, also it took him around 5 years bago niya talagang nasabi na talagang consistently profitable siya. So let's just peg it based on the averages na makikita nyo or mari-research nyo. No? I-peg natin siya, okay, on average or for an average trader, it will take him or her more or less 5 years to reach this level, yung consistent profitability. Okay, ha? Ganun pala yun, katagal. yun yung parang common na reaction na nakikita ko every time someone ask me kung gaano katagal kong parang pinag-aralan tong itong game na to. Because I have a lot of students in the past, mga previous batchmates ko, that they know that I'm now trading full time. Then tinatanong nila ako, madali ba yan? Ano bang kailangan gawin dyan? Anong kailangan pag-aralan? And ako, since I already know the process, ang sinasabi ko lang sa kanila na yes, it's achievable, but you have to suffer or you have to sacrifice a lot in the first few years of your trading. And not everyone has that siguro parang expectation when it comes to this. Kasi they think na the moment they know the system or the moment they're equipped with a system such as the ZFT system, agad-agad they become consistently profitable. Okay? Sa mga nag-TI kanina, 'di ba sinabi ko sa inyo that the system is just one part of the equation. Risk management is again another part of the equation. Lahat ng 'yan, hindi yan sila lahat automatically magki-click and magwo-work to your advantage in like 3 months or 6 months. If ever nangyari yun sa inyo, then consider yourself as an outlier. Okay? So if it takes 5 years on average to be consistently profitable, ano yung mga kailangan nating gawin? Or ano yung mga iba't ibang goals, objectives, and challenges that you guys have to expect in your journey as a trader? Okay, that's why this podcast is entitled as The Roadmap to Trading Success. Okay, by the way, itong topic na to, kanina ko lang siya naisip. Okay, after the TI, nung afternoon session, natulog ako for an hour. Tapos I was thinking, ano kaya magandang topic for this podcast. Tinitingnan ko yung Ask ZFT podcast channel sa Discord. Wala masyadong questions na parang gusto kong i-discuss. And then I remembered na last Sunday, I talked about my ZFT journey. Okay, pero medyo nabitin siya, no? So, ngayon, i-share ko sa inyo, ano yung naging continuation nun when I started learning the ZFT system. So, ano yung parang, nasaan na ako ngayon, and ano yung roadmap ko, which ako mismo, in my first year of trading, alam ko na yun yung iti-take kong path. Kumbaga, everything is already laid down. Yung expectation ko, sinet ko na, okay, first year, ito lang dapat yung goal ko. Second year, dapat ganito na, and so on and so forth. So hopefully guys, makakatulong to sa inyo, lalo na sa mga nagsisimula pa lang or sa mga kakatapos lang pag-aralan yung ZFT system. I hope tonight maset ko yung right expectations para at least no, mag-gauge nyo yung sarili nyo kung nasa tamang daan ba kayo. Okay. So let's now go to the first year of trading. Most of you guys are probably in this phase right now. Ano ba talaga yung objective dito sa first year na to? Okay? So first, data gathering. Okay? Sounds boring, right? Ha? Ano daw? First year, alam ko na yung ZFT system, alam ko na yung mga setups, kabisado ko na yung mga indicators, ipapagather mo lang ako ng data. You mean to say, hindi ako mag-earn? Well, yes. That's the truth. Ang goal mo in your first year of trading is simply to gather data. And what this means is data from the past and data from now onwards. So ito yung tinatawag nating backtesting and forward testing. Luckily with NTI, or within TR pala, forward ship? Forward testing. Ayan. Luckily with NTR, we have a backtesting group. Okay? And if you want to forward test, well, yung InvestaCup is a good platform for forward testing, or you can do it with a challenge port. So mamaya may discuss akong challenge that is open to everyone within TR. Okay? So what does it mean to gather data? Of course, you need to have a journal. Okay, that's one. Hindi ko sinasabing yung Minerva, pero parang ganun na nga. You need a journal that documents everything, that you can see your entire performance in one glimpse. Okay? And number two, you need to have the expectation na ang goal mo at this point etong first year na to, is not to earn. Okay? Your goal is simply to learn. As cliche as that might sound, that's the truth. And in my first year of trading, that is, well, precisely true. Kasi I did not earn even a peso of gain. I mean, to net na lahat for that first year. In fact, I lost 40% of my portfolio. Okay? But as early as back then, guys, no, I know that the losses that you incur in your first year or first few years of trading can be really frustrating. Pero if you think of it in a parang long-term manner, it doesn't sound too frustrating at all. The manner na pinamper ko yung sarili ko or parang kinomfort ko yung sarili ko when it comes to my losses, parang ganito yung inisip ko eh. Sabi ko sa self ko, this is something that I'll be doing for the rest of my adult life. Okay? Siguro naman pag mga nasa 60, 70 na ako, I can no longer analyze charts or order flow in the same way that I can do it right now, 'di ba? So I'm thinking na okay, I'll be doing this for the rest of my adult life. So I'm looking at it from a standpoint ng mga 20 to 30 years. Okay? So in my first year, I lost around 400,000 pesos. Okay? More or less. Yan yung naging losses ko. Okay. Now, inisip ko, I started trading, I think around, ano ba ako ngayon? 28 minus 4. So, I was around 24 years old. Okay. So, para lang ma-comfort ako pagdating sa losses ko, I thought of it na, okay, I'm 24 years old. So, ito yung naging losses ko. So, I divided this by 24 years. Ayan. And divided this by 365 days. So, I thought of it na, okay, ever since I was born, I'm assuming na I was born to become a trader. So ever since I came out of my mother's womb, I've been paying the market 45 pesos per day. Okay? Ganun ko siya inisip. And from there, parang naisip ko, okay, I'm paying 45 pesos for a skill that will give me unlimited rewards in the future. That sounds like a good investment for me. Sabi ko ganun. Or kahit sabihin na lang natin, hindi ko na isama yung whole 24 years. Let's just say, etong 400,000 pesos ay, sige, sabihin natin, 15 years, ganun. 15 years. 73 pesos per day. Sabi ko, okay lang sa akin yun, na I will lose 73 pesos every day for 15 years, so long as I'm building a skill that I can use to earn unlimited amounts of money. Okay, so that's how I comforted myself. I know it doesn't make sense maybe to some of you guys, but it helped me look at it from a larger standpoint. Okay? And because of that, inalis ko talaga yung mindset na I need to earn. Syempre nandoon yung parang objective to break even, to recover the losses. Pero I understood na if only I do this right and build my foundations right, eventually it would be very easy for me to recover it and gain more. So yun lang yung naging focus ko. So kami yan, sina King Trade, sina Zero, nakasabayan ko back in 2017. That was actually the peak of um not the peak but the boom siguro. The boom of trading community kasi nagsilabasan na yung iba't ibang trolls. Then during that time, it was only ZFT na talagang known when it comes to PSE trading. Yung pinaka-known na group. Ngayon kasi ang dami na nagsilabasan. Okay? And I remember back then, the only thing that I did for siguro mga 3 to 4 hours every night. Every night yan, Monday to Sunday, was just look at the charts, document everything in my Excel, and just get the data. Understand how the setups work. Okay? And makikita nyo yan, like kunwari, I'll show you. Ito kasi yung laptop na gamit ko ngayon. Hindi na to yung hindi na to yung main laptop ko, yung naging first laptop ko when I started trading. So, I have a trading files folder and makikita nyo dito, ayan, so as far back as 2017, I was doing a lot of studies, just trying to understand different setups. So, ganito pa yung format ng chart ko before. Ayan, pangit pa no, parang dyaryo yung template niya. Brown gray yung background tapos ganyan yung ganyan yung mga colors ng MAs. Actually ganyan naman yung standard ng ZFT. So yan, dyaryo template kung titingnan nyo. So yan lang yung naging goal ko that time, and every time na may mga studies yung mga ibang traders tapos ina-upload nila for free, yun lahat dina-download ko, okay? Tinitingnan ko ano yung pwede kong makuha from them. So I did a lot of studies. I even created a lot of, kumbaga, quote and quote, systems ko, no? Kasi I wasn't inside ZFT. So the only way for me to learn the system is by dissecting a lot of trades. Okay? So, wait lang may mga hinahanap ako dito. Saan na ba yun? I think nandito yun sa sa other files. Wait. So, okay. Ayan, ito. System files. Ayan. So, I've been creating a lot of, kumbaga, parang mga iba't ibang templates before na siguro ganito yung itsura ng ZFT system. So, this was back in 2017. Okay? So, I was documenting all my studies, all the data that I gathered through my trades and through the trades of others, and trying to create a sort of rules, 'di ba? Ano yung dapat kong gawin? So risk management, the holy grail, 'di ba? Yan na mismo yung yung label ko as far back as 2017 na I established in myself na risk management is really the secret. And then I have set up, so ito kuno yung playbook ko. Okay, supernova, name ng setup yan guys, kasi criteria, triggers, and so on and so forth with sample charts. Ayan. So ilang pages to? 40, 50 pages. Hindi ko nga to natapos kasi may mga ibang dito, may mga ibang setups na hindi ko na nagawa ng example. So the reason why I'm showing this to you guys, ayan clear yan 2017. So the reason why I'm showing you is if you start right and you have the right expectations as early back as first year, napakadaling mag-scale up. Or napakadaling mag-roll forward ng ng progress mo in the second, third, and fourth year onwards if you start right. Okay? So yan, data gathering. That's the first. Okay, next. Yung kailangan ding objective mo when it comes to your first year of trading. I think dalawa lang to, no? Hindi to aabot ng tatlo. Is dapat in your first year, you need to start with a capital that you can afford to lose completely. Okay? So, start with capital that you can afford to lose completely. Ayan. So, why is this important? And ako, I'm guilty of this kasi hindi ko to ginawa. And a lot of the traders that are listening right now, probably hindi din yan ginawa, no? Kasi, syempre, ang mindset talaga natin, first year, the moment you discovered trading, is gusto mo agad kumita. Ganun yun eh. But, if it helps you guys, na don't commit the same mistakes that we or mentors or coaches did, if you really want to learn this right, you start with money na okay lang sa'yo mawala. Kasi if you trade money na hindi okay sa na mawala. And first year is the year that you will commit every mistake that you will do in the books. Okay, every possible mistake. So the moment na wala yan, masisira yung psyche mo. And the moment nasira yung psyche mo kasi you lost money that you can't afford to lose, it would be difficult for you to start again the following year or the next. Okay? I know one trader, I don't think nasa TR siya, pero he's part of ZFT. Bumili siya ng Minerva Journal and he started documenting all his trades as far back as 2015. So I think parang it took him mga 3 days just to reconstruct his data. And then nag-message siya sa akin, sabi niya, because of the journal, naalala niya yung mind-wrecking trade niya with Davin. Okay? So around 2014 or 15, okay? Meron pa sila, well, hindi pa ako nagte-trade that time, but I know the hashtag yung remember Davin. Kasi para siyang ang ginawa ng Davin is something similar with all the momentum stocks that you see right now. After a strong rally, biglang nag-drop. And siya daw, sabi niya, he lost 125,000 pesos in 15 minutes trading Davin. And yung 125,000 na yon represents, I think, almost 30% or 40% of his portfolio. I'm not sure, but I'm assuming na it's a big amount of his portfolio. So, nag-freeze daw siya. And that money daw na meron siya, he can't afford to lose it. Okay? Yes, tama, boss, si Doc yun. So, nag-sharing kami, nag-heart-to-heart talk kami. Tapos tinanong ko siya, how long did it take you to regain back your confidence from that point in time? Sabi niya, it took him 2 years bago siya naka-move on doon sa trade na yun. Because every time daw nagtitrade siya, he always remembered or he always remembers that moment na he lost 125,000 pesos in 15 minutes. Okay? That's the kind of psychological damage that trading can do to you guys if you are not careful. Okay? So, kung itataga lang din natin sa bato na first year of trading nyo is really ang goal nyo lang is just to learn, to gather data, then please just use capital that you can afford to lose completely. Okay? Assume the worst case scenario. Okay? Gets pa? So that's for the first year. So ano naman yung mga challenges dito? Simple lang yung challenge dito. Ang biggest challenge sa first year of trading mo is fighting the urge to earn. Sounds counterproductive. Kasi bakit ko ifa-fight yung urge ko to earn when that's precisely why I'm in the market, right? Okay, what this means guys is alisin mo lang talaga sa isip mo na dapat kumita ka agad sa first year. Okay? Kung kumita ka man, then good. Okay? That's just a byproduct of you trusting the process. Pero kung hindi ka kumita, dapat okay lang sa'yo. Kasi again, you can ask anyone, the best mentors, the best traders out there, in their first year of trading, talagang losses yan. Okay? So yan, first year. Now, let's go to the second year of trading. So let's say, okay ka na, nag-gather data ka na. In your second year of trading, essentially, ang goal mo dito is to build your system. Okay? So tingnan nyo ha, napaka-slow pace ng roadmap na to. Of course, you can do it quickly kasi pwede naman sir, di ba, na etong build your system, bakit hindi natin yan ilagay sa first year? Meron namang ZFT system. Okay, I'm not talking guys about ZFT system here. I'm talking about your personal system. Because again, the ZFT system, think of it as just a template. Kami guys, even if we are using the same system, like ako, si Boss, si Ken, and all the other mentors and coaches that you have within TR, meron na kaming kanya-kanyang customizations or kanya-kanyang unique elements na inad namin sa system para mas maging fit siya sa profile namin. Okay? The problem with new traders na natutunan yung ZFT system, they think that the system is already, kumbaga, enough for them to break out from their trading. Now, I'm not saying, I'm not underestimating the effectiveness of the system kasi it's really tested, proven in time yan, regardless of the market condition. As long as you follow the system by the book, you will definitely earn. Again, over the long term. Okay? What I'm telling here is rules. Okay? Rules are subjective. I'm also talking about strategies that are probably not within the ZFT system template, but you think or na-backtest mo in your first year and you saw it's effective. Okay? One strategy that I use na wala sa ZFT system is I do order flow analysis. Okay? Isa yan sa mga pinag-aralan ko as early as siguro mga 2018 when the ceiling plays are very common. Parang inisip ko, there is an edge if I understand how order flow works. So order flow trading, you can Google it. Hindi ko siya i-discuss in this session. My point here is, wag kayong mag-settle or don't, kumbaga parang try to think na whatever is given to you, whatever is handed to you by us, yun na yun. You need to put in the hard work. And kung titingnan nyo guys, it's already, kumbaga parang shinortcut nyo na to eh. Isipin nyo yung ZFT system, how many years did it take para matapos yan or para magawa yan? Siguro mga 3-4 years worth of actual trades bago talagang na-perfect yung system na yan. Okay? So, nabigay na sa inyo yung template and now it's up to you to build your own or to customize it to your advantage. Okay? So, that's your goal for the second year. Build your system. Create your own rules. Okay? Now, in this phase, guys, nandito ka pa rin. Okay? You're still in this quadrant, yung conscious incompetence na yan. But you might have or you might experience consistent, not consistent, but you might experience inconsistent runs of gains. So you are already gaining, pero napapansin mo na hindi siya consistent. Okay? Maybe like in a year, yung first 3 months, ang taas ng laktaw ng port mo. And then after 3 months, biglang bumagsak, break even ka ulit. Okay? Tapos third quarter, umakyat ulit, and then fourth quarter, break even ka. So you ended the year with break even or a very small gain. Let's say up ka lang na mga more or less mga 10% to 20% of your base portfolio. Okay? Now you might get disappointed about that, but that's actually a good sign. Okay? Why is it a good sign? Because 90% of the people, of the market participants, lose money. So if you're not losing money, if you're a break-even trader, and you survive the whole year without incurring a significant loss, it means nag-improve ka. And a lot of traders underestimate that phase. Kumbaga iniisip nila, bakit yung iba kumikita na? Bakit yung iba nag-DYM na? Bakit yung iba 300% up support nila? Bakit ako break-even pa rin? That is precisely the problem. Okay? Isa yan sa mga challenges na ma-encounter mo in your second year or more of trading. Yung challenge to compare yourself with others. Okay? Actually, as early as first year, nangyayari na yan. Okay? Pero mas nagiging evident yan dito sa second year. Alam nyo bakit? Kasi in your second year of trading, marami ka nang natutunan eh. Marami ka nang naintindihan, marami ka nang na-absorb. And yung frustration na marami ka nang alam, but you don't see it in your results, at least may results, but it's not the same results that you expect. That is the root of all frustration in this phase. Okay, naintindihan nyo ba yun? So, this is the challenge, okay, for the second year of your trading. Not to compare yourself with others. Kasi again, guys, yung mga nakikita nyo kumikita consistently, yung mga mentors natin, coaches dyan, that have been milking the markets for how many years, they all started with this phase. Maybe not all of them, but most of them started ng ganito. So, I know it's a common saying, no? But there's no point in comparing your race with another, especially if nauna naman siya sa'yo. And even if may mga nakasabayan ka, at nakita mong yung mga nakasabayan mo is already doing really good, and ikaw, nandyan ka pa rin, break-even trader ka pa rin, wala pa ring point na i-compare mo yung sarili mo sa kanila. Kasi your learning curve, the way you process things, the way you apply what you learn, is different. You are a unique person eh. Alam nyo, if na-accept nyo lang yun sa sarili nyo, na I'm a unique participant in the market, my progress is my progress. So long as you are confident na nasa tamang daan ka, it doesn't matter how long it takes eh. Kasi you can lose for 9 years of trading and get it all back in the 10th year and double or triple your money. That is a reality that a lot of traders experience. Yung tipong, yung mga sina Tom Dante, yung mga known traders like international traders, si Mark Minervini. Di ba? Mark Minervini, ha? Pagbabasahin niyo yung backstory ni Mark Minervini, 7 years. Did not gain any dollar in the market for 7 years. 7 or 6 years. It doesn't matter. Basta, first 5 to 7 years niya, wala siyang kinita kahit isa. And this person is known to be one of the best living traders ngayon. I think he won the US Investing Championship twice or thrice. Ganun siya kagaling. But for 7 years, wala siyang kinita. But on his 8th year onwards, nag-beast mode. Okay, more than break even. He was able to build his wealth through trading. So in other words, yung 7 years na yon, andito lang siya. Okay? Nandito siya sa quadrant na yan. Now, how dare you say na kaya ko tong gawin in 6 months? I mean, yes, you can be that ambitious or you can be that hopeful about your own performance. The problem there kasi is if you expect too much, okay? Kumbaga, you have the wrong expectation when it comes to your progress. The moment hindi na-meet yung expectation mo, ma-frustrate ka. And frustration in trading can greatly affect and spill over to a lot of aspects to the point na mas madidelay pa yung progress mo. Okay? So yan din pala, isa yan sa mga ilalagay natin no, dito sa second year as part of our objectives. So having the right expectations. Right expectations on what? On your performance. Okay? Huwag kang magmadali. Kasi the moment nagmadali ka, maaamoy yan ng market. Alam nyo, the way I imagine the market, para siyang the market is composed of a lot of people, di ba? Different participants. Pero it's a living creature eh. It's a living organism na nakakaamoy yan ng fear, nakakaamoy yan ng impatience, nakakaamoy yan ng trader na mali yung expectation at dahil mali yung expectation niya, gagamitin niya yon against the trader's advantage. Okay? Francis Hunt. You can search for him sa YouTube. Isa din siya sa mga traders na sinusunod ko. Meron siyang sinabi na really like left a mark sa mind ko on how I perceive the market. Okay? Sabi niya, the market will always hurt the greatest number of people. Okay? The market will always hurt the greatest number of people. Yun lang yung, kumbaga, isa sa mga main objective ng existence ng market. It is there to hurt you. And what is the source of all pain? Ano yung source ng pain, guys? It's expectations. Okay? It's not love. Love is just part of it. Okay? So, tandaan nyo yun lagi, ha? The source of pain is expectation. So, second year, kung ayaw mong masaktan, ito yung mga dapat mong gawin. Having the right expectations, not to compare yourself with others. Okay, so malapit na. Third year tayo. So, in your third year, Ano yung kailangan na parang gawin mo dito? What should be your goal? Nag-gather ka na ng data, na-build mo na yung system mo, you establish in yourself na okay lang, I'm on the right track, I'm on the right pace, okay? Tama yung pacing ko. Pagdating ng third year, this is where you build consistency. Okay? Now, this part is probably the hardest. And I would even say na this can go on up to the fourth year of your trading career. Okay? If you can do it shorter, again, good for you. But based on my experience, okay, and based on what I see sa ibang traders, yung third to fourth year of your trading journey, that is really where you need to build your consistency. Hindi pa achieving consistency, just building consistency. Okay? This is the part na naiintindihan mo na kung ano yung niche mo. Okay, ilagay pala natin yan dito sa second year, pati sa, actually as early as first year, pero more on the second year of your trading, this is where you really focus on one niche or profile. Because once you do that, that is the only time na magkiklik yung system na ginagamit mo sa personality or sa identity mo as a trader. Okay? If hindi nagkiklik yung identity mo as a trader sa system na ginagamit mo, kahit gaano kaganda yung system, hindi mo yan magagamit to your advantage. Okay? So, goal is to build consistency. Dapat naintindihan mo na dito, what is my win rate? What is my average win rate for the past 200 trades na ginawa ko nung first year and second year ko? What is my average gain? How long do I hold my positions on average? So, all of those things, dapat meron yan sa journal nyo. Okay? So, I was instructed, sa mga TI dyan, na you want to get Minerva, so, meron kaming package wherein if you subscribe for 15 months sa TR, you get the journal for free. So, di ba yung TI, meron na siyang 6 months na kasama na TR subscription. So, you just add 9 months, free na yung Minerva. Okay, so if you want a pre-made journal na nandun na lahat and developed by one of your mentors here in ZFT, of course, dahil part kayo ng TR, pag nag-consult kayo sa akin or sa mga ibang coaches, papakita nyo ng journal and it would be very easy for us to identify what you need to improve. So if gusto nyo yung ganon, then just message the Minerva Trading Journal page. Yan, konting plug lang naman. Okay, so build consistency by knowing your stats, by knowing your averages, by identifying what setups are you good at ano yung mga setups na kailangan mo nang i-forgo. Okay? So part of this third to fourth year of building consistency is yung tinatawag kong pruning process. Okay, pruning process. What is this pruning process? Di ba, nung first to second year, and sometimes siguro even up to the third year of your trading, ang ginagawa mo dito is you just absorb and absorb and absorb a lot of knowledge from the programs that you enroll in, from the YouTube videos that you watch, and so on and so forth. So more on knowledge gathering and data gathering siya. But eventually, you will reach a saturation point. Okay? You will reach a saturation point. Ano yung saturation point na to? This is where hindi na ideal para sa'yo na mag-add pa ng additional knowledge when it comes to trading. Now, I'm not saying na you stop learning. Okay? It's not that. It's adding more elements, more layers in your charting or more layers in your system. Hindi na siya ideal at this point kasi again, ginawa mo na yan nung first year and second year. Okay, so take for example sa akin. Papakita ko ulit yung ginawa kong parang quote-unquote system. I started with 10 setups. Okay? At itong mga setups na to, these are not setups na inisip ko lang out of the blue. These are back-tested setups. I have a lot of studies that support itong mga setups na pinagsusulat ko dito. But eventually, I realized na itong 10 setups na to, 6 dito, hindi lang man nagbigay sa akin ng kahit piso na gains. Okay? And a lot of the setups that I put here, may iba sa kanila parang nag-overlap lang. Parang redundant lang sila. So from trading 10 setups And from trying to trade, swing trading, momentum trading, trend following, sinubukan ko yan lahat in my first 2 years of trading. I eventually came to the conclusion na I only need to trade 4 setups na alam ko. Okay? And these setups are very, very simple. Kumbaga, walang anything special sa kanila. These are just momentum setups that everybody know, yung mga bull flag, yung mga ganon. Yun lang. So, 4 basic setups and 1 trading objective, and that is momentum. When I told myself na screw all of this other setups, screw all of these other profiles, I'll just focus on this one. That was the time na nakamit ko yung consistency na gusto kong makamit. At least during that time, ha. Okay? So I'm not that consistent yet, to be honest sa inyo guys. Okay, I have months or even quarters wherein I'm not earning anything. Pero I always make sure I end the year positive. And I think that's a good mark of consistency. Okay, if you end the year, let's say, with 50% performance, year to date, or ngayon, kunwari 50% up na kayo year to date, try to replicate that for another 2 years, you're considered consistent. Okay? So 1 year of trading good is not consistency. Sorry to say, sa mga nandito na like na break even nyo na yung losses nyo, or nakita nyo na parang ang laki ng laktaw after nyo nag-enroll, after nyo pumasok sa TR from last year to this year, sobrang nag-improve ng trading nyo. Sorry, you are not yet consistent. Consistency is proven in time. Okay? And when it comes to trading, time is not about the weeks or the months. It's about the years. Okay? Naintindihan ba yun? So, build consistency, prune your system. Ang ibig sabihin nito, remove all other elements that you think are unnecessary. And the only way for you to know ano yung mga unnecessary at ano yung mga nakakatulong sa iyo is by going to the first 2 years for etong phase na to. Okay, di ba? It's a process. And during this time, ito yung time na you are now starting to move from conscious incompetence to conscious competence. Nagtra-transition ka na dyan. Okay? At yan yung gusto natin. And again, this is the most difficult part. Kumbaga, pag sa ano pa to, isipin nyo parang ganito. Ito yung analogy ko sa diniscuss ko to sa Rift Davao back in 2018. So isipin mo parang ganito. You are swimming upstream. Okay? Ito yung stream. So, andito ka, you are swimming. Pagpasensyahan nyo na yung drawing, basta nagsuswim siya, no? O, kamay. So, upstream, against the current. Okay? Against the current. And then dito, yung stable waters. Okay? Tapos nandito yung butas, kung saan umaagas yung tubig. Okay? So, your goal is to get up here and reach etong stable part na to. Okay, now question ko sa inyo guys. Sa mga swimmers dyan, saan yung pinakamahirap na phase dito? Is it nung nandito ka pa? Somewhere around here? Or is it yung nandito ka na? Okay, is it at the mismo yung sa crossroads? Okay? Or that few inches or few meters before ka makaakyat and escape this current? It's during this time. Kasi, again, may butas. Okay? Diyan galing yung water. So, obviously, dito lahat ng pressure. This is where the highest pressure is. Okay? So, this is exactly how it feels to cross from being a break-even trader to being a consistently profitable trader. Yung from losses to break-even, that's quite easy. Madali lang yan pag may system ka. And I know, tinitingnan namin yung mga traders in TR. Nakikita namin yung stories nyo na last year, ganito yung losses nyo by the hundreds of thousands. And then, biglang this year or this quarter na bull run, na lahat gumagalaw. Okay? And now kumbaga, masaya kayo kasi nabawi nyo na yung losses nyo. But never think that you are already consistent. It hurts to say it, but better na matanggap nyo yan at this point. Kasi the moment tinanggap nyo na, hindi pa ako consistent. I just so happened to break even and recover all my losses. Kasi the moment sinabi mo sa sarili mo na consistent ka na, magiging complacent ka. Will start doing things na hindi mo ginagawa before. You will start increasing your conviction even if it's not yet the right time to do that. And soon enough, magugulat ka na lang na yung break-even phase mo, balik ka na naman sa consistent losing. Or sa nagpa-pile up na naman yung losers mo. So we don't want that, guys, to happen sa inyo. Lalo na sa mga traders dyan, yung mga rising stars natin that have recently did a lot of great things sa trading nila. Okay? So take this as a word of advice. Tell yourself, I'm not yet consistent. Okay? Kulang pa to. Okay? Don't settle na naka-break even lang kayo. Okay? Your goal is to replicate the same performance that you have at this point next year and the following year. Okay? So yun. Build consistency. Okay? So what's the challenge here? Kind of similar with the second year, no? Parang challenge pa rin dito is not to compare yourself with others. Okay? Yan din yan. And also, your challenge here, siguro yung sa akin, no, personal experience ko lang, yung pinakamalaking challenge ko when I was building consistency is yung tawag dito, being torn between increasing my size, okay, increasing my portfolio size, and sticking to my original size. I don't know if that makes sense, pero isa yan sa mga naging struggles ko or mga naging challenge ko that time. So when I started kasi, yung portfolio ko is nasa mga, 'di ba sabi ko mga nasa 400 more or less. And then during this time, I was already trading mga nasa 700 to 800. So inisip ko, is it time for me to scale up or is it time for me to get money from other people? Parang ganon, yung OPM kung tawagin. So, well, what I did is I took the leap of faith. Kumuha ko ng investment from other people. Kasi sabi ko, I can build consistency at the same time take more risk, kumaga, or build my confidence in trading the money of other people. Okay? So that can be a challenge to some of you guys, whether to scale up your portfolio. Kasi nakikita mo, nagiging consistent ka na eh. Or stay, or keep your size. Yan. So that's one challenge. Okay. Another challenge is related to this objective, no, is knowing which elements to prune or declutter. Okay, ano sa mga trading mo ang hindi mo na kailangan? Binasa niyo ba yung blog ni Boss Z? Yung mga 2010 to 2012 post niya? Nakita niyo ba yung mga charts na pinopost niya doon? Nakita niyo ba na may MACD na ginagamit doon? Nakita nyo ba na may mga RSI kung ano-ano pang RSI 14, RSI 30 na nandoon? Meron pa silang yung Fast K na ginagamit niya sa bounce. Okay, I remember all of those kasi yung blog ni Boss Z, binasa ko yan from the first post to the latest post, I think more than 3 times. Okay? But eventually, kung titingnan yung ZFT system ngayon, it's very, very concise. Okay? Momentum indicator, there's RSI. Trend indicator, there's moving averages. Okay? Entries and exits, there is DARVAS. And in identifying levels of confluence, there is Fibonacci. That's it. Diba? So yun, knowing which elements to prune or declutter. Now, pagdating nyo ng 5th year, guys, okay, when you reach 5th year, and masabi ko, no, nandito ako sa phase na to ngayon, your goal is to build conviction. Okay? Why? Kasi nakikita mo na consistent ka na. Nakikita mo na you're now earning, let's say on average per month, 5% per month. On average. So you'll have negative months, you'll have down months, you'll have big months, but if you average it all out, nasa 5% per month ka. So, if you are already consistent in terms of percentages, the only thing na kulang is your size. Okay? Naintindihan nyo ba yun? Na if kaya mong mag-generate, you are 100% confident that you can achieve at least 5% per month on average on any given year, regardless of the market condition. The only thing that will hold you back is your conviction. Okay, conviction in terms of what? Number one, in terms of your risk tolerance. Kung dati 1% VAR lang yung ginagamit mo, maybe now you can use 2% VAR. Kung dati yung minimum allocation mo is nasa 25%, maybe now ang initial tranche mo is nasa 30% na. Okay? Or dati, if you can only allocate at a maximum 50% ng port mo, siguro ngayon pwede ka nang mag-build up to a full tranche. Kumbaga, whole portfolio allocated on a single stock or all in. Okay? So, yun yung dapat na goal mo kasi that is what will really compound your performance at the end of the day. Yung conviction. Assuming, again, you have all of this in place. Okay? Now, what's the challenge here? Kung conviction yung kulang na lang na kailangan mong i-build. Also pala guys, no, in terms of conviction, kasama din dyan yung size ng portfolio na you think you can handle. So there's a difference between handling a 100,000 portfolio and a 5 million portfolio. Hindi yan pwede na sabihin mo sa sarili mo, I just think of this in terms of percentages. Pareho lang naman yan, nagbago lang yung base amount, di ba? No, magkaiba. Okay? No trader will tell you na pareho lang yung emotions, pareho lang yung kumbaga parang dynamics of handling a 5 million above na portfolio. Okay? So yan, build conviction. So ano yung challenge dito? Okay. Yung mga veteran traders out there, I know na ito pa rin yung parang nagiging challenge nila. It's knowing the difference between conviction and overconfidence. Oh, ganda. Sino dito yung naka-experience na nito? I know siguro marami sa atin no, nandito pa lang sa phase na to, sa taas. But have you ever asked yourself na parang you look at a setup, you look at a trade. Alam mo sa sarili mo na this is a good trade. This is a high probability trade. This is an A-grade setup. Pero nagda-doubt ka kung lalakihan mo ba yung allocation mo or not. Kasi at the back of your mind, may naglalaban na dalawang boses. Yung conviction voice mo, which is good. And yung voice na sinasabing, hindi, overconfident ka lang. Huwag kang mayabang. Have you ever experienced that? Kasi ako guys, in my recent trades, kasi ngayon, medyo mas malaki na yung port na hinawakan ko compared before. Lagi ko yung na-experience. Okay? Yung dilemma. Yung feeling of, am I confident? Or am I highly convicted? Or am I just being overconfident? Okay? So yan, build conviction during this time. Diyan pa ba kayo? Parang walang nag-chat. Baka naglalag lang yung Zoom ko. Okay. And once you finish that, okay, once you are able to build your conviction and your consistency, essentially guys, the sky is the limit from there. So ideally, pagdating nyo ng 6th year, this is the time that you want to get leverage. Okay? So in terms of getting leverage or getting what we call other people's money, okay, managing your own funds, this can come as early as dito sa taas. Depende na to sa risk tolerance niya. So again, this is just a roadmap na pwede nyong baguhin. So at this point, sa getting leverage, dito na papasok yung pagiging businessman nyo. Okay, di ba trading is a business? Everyone agrees with that yet? Everyone agrees with that, right? If you take it seriously, you need to look at trading as a business. So if it's a business, therefore, is it possible to sell a business? If you built a business na maganda, the numbers back it up, the records back it up, okay? There are customers and consumers, it's a stable business. Can you sell it to someone? The answer is yes. Okay? Kaya important din guys na you think of this in the long term. Okay? Now, iba't iba tayo ng objective as far as this game is concerned. Yung iba gustong magkaroon ng own private hedge fund nila. Like kunwari si Ken, na i-share niya at in some webinar ata yun, na mention niya na ang goal niya is to manage a billion fund in the next 3 years. Okay? Ako, I don't have that goal. Ang gusto ko lang is to manage or to be part of a prop trading firm. Okay? Maging isang proprietary trader. Ang ibig sabihin nun is, we are, nagtitrade na kami or nagtitrade na ako ng pera ng ibang tao and I'm being rewarded for doing it through profit sharing or through commissions or through a combination of both. Okay? Kasi again, na-build ko na yung consistency ko eh. Na-build ko na yung track record ko. And now, I'm convicted. Kumbaga, hindi na ako natatakot. Wala akong any doubt sa self ko na if bibigyan mo ako, let's say, ng 5 million or 10 million to grow that consistently over the next 3 to 5 years, no doubt or whatsoever. Kasi again, I know what I'm doing already. And alam ko yung process, alam ko yung system na sinusunod ko. And alam ko yung expectancy ko. Alam ko yung numbers ko. Okay? So, getting leverage for yourself. And again, from there, the sky is the limit. That is why, guys, okay, may segue ko lang. That is why, yung TR, when we built this kasi, or when boss thought about this, it really started as an idea na parang gumawa ng community wherein we follow a meritocracy system. Yung meritocracy, ito yung parang if you are contributing, you will be rewarded for it. That was essentially the core idea of TR, okay, when it was founded. But eventually, when we got the right people, and nakikita namin yung community, it has been growing a lot recently, no? 7 months pa lang tayo, pero grabe yung growth. We realized that we were dreaming too small. Kumbaga parang yung akala namin na big dreams na 7 months ago or 12 months ago nung na-conceptualize yung ano na to, yung idea na to. Hindi pala. Okay, that was just the start. Kaya naisip namin, ano ba talaga yung core natin here in TR? Okay, is it really about of course it's about the community, no? But is it really about the community? Ano yung common sa atin lahat, kumbaga? What's common sa atin lahat? It's trading. I mean, come on, let's be honest. Kung walang trading, walang market, walang PSE, wala tayo dito lahat ngayon eh. Hindi tayo nasa isang group lahat ngayon. So, naisip namin that we can or we need to go back to that core. So, ewan ko kung na-present na to sa inyo guys. Since part naman na talaga ng roadmap is yung ganito, di ba? And ito din yung tinitingnan namin in the future. We'd like to introduce one of our upcoming projects. So again, this is still confidential. So I hope you guys respect the confidentiality of this. I'd like to present ZFT Capital sa inyo. What is ZFT Capital? Think about it as the own, parang ito yung own hedge fund ng ZFT. Okay. So nakita niyo diyan, 'di ba? For internal use only. Okay, ito yung presentation na ginawa. I'll not go through this per slide, but I'll give you the idea. Bakit ba tayo nandito lahat? We are here to improve as traders. Right? And improvement means you need to have results. So we thought as a team, sabi namin, how can we further motivate people inside TR to trust the process, okay? To understand that there is a roadmap to follow. Kumbaga hindi to chamba-chamba lang na those who are already consistently profitable now, nagkataon lang or they were just lucky. No, hindi siya ganun eh. There is a roadmap to follow. And this roadmap is proven and tested, kumbaga, from international to local traders. So since we have a roadmap, why not motivate the people further? Okay, motivate the citizens in TR further. Sabi namin, okay, let's present this to the community. The idea is simply this. Okay, ZFT Capital aims to empower its traders with potential by granting them additional leverage. Guys, okay, some of you here in the next few months or in the next few years, you would be trading ZFT fund. Okay? money of the company itself. Okay? Of course, hindi pwede na kahit sino lang to, di ba? So there must be a filtering process. So the goal is to raise capital by trading. Ito naman talaga yung core natin, di ba? We don't want people outside TR thinking na the only thing that we're doing inside TR is puro discussion lang, puro webinar lang, pero wala namang results. Okay, we want to prove to people, and not only to, hindi naman sa yun talaga yung goal, no? But we want to prove to ourselves as well na yung talagang purpose natin here is to trade well. And to use that as a tool for other, activities like racks or self-improvement or helping your families and so on and so forth. So raise capital by trading, and we want to offer this as a future career path to everyone right here. Okay, to everyone here right now. So, trader can be funded between 250,000 to 1 million pesos. Okay, initial pa lang to And meron tayong profit sharing. Depende sa performance nyo. And we have a lock-in period. So what I'm trying to say to you guys here is, this is what you can look forward to if you continuously commit yourself to improve as a trader. Commit yourself to a roadmap. This is what lies ahead in the future. Okay? And now we have this, the 50K to 100K challenge. Ito yung masaya. Okay? Para mas maengganyo kayo, no? Na, okay, hindi lang ako mag-i-improve, hindi lang ako magiging consistent, hindi ko lang mabibuild yung conviction ko. At the same time, there is a reward that lies ahead. So, in-open namin to, and we are opening this to you guys right now. Marami tayo ngayon, no? That you can participate in this challenge as a filter for us, yung mga mentors and coaches nyo, so that you will be eligible to this program in the future. So, paano yung challenge na to? I think ito kailangan kong i-discuss in detail. So, if you envision yourself joining this project and team, you can message Ma'am Celeste, okay, on Discord and request to open an account with AAA Securities. So, they will be our partners moving forward on this project. So, mababa lang yung challenge natin. Mababa lang yung port requirement. It's at 50K or 100K. Okay? And grow it to the best of your ability. So, don't worry. The only time we'll verify and certify your progress is when you are ready to do so. So, hindi namin sisilipin yung trades nyo. Depende na sa inyo if you think na you've done well or you think your performance merits you to be a part of this program, then you can show it. Okay? So you can use more capital, sabi ni boss, but ito yung parang minimum, 50K or 100K. Okay? So when taking the challenge, don't be pressured to perform as well. We're not looking for jackpot traders. So we are not after yung tipong boom and bust traders na biglang nag-all in sa isang IPO stock and happens to, ride it well out of luck or isang trade lang yung naging reason bakit naging ganun yung portfolio niya. Okay, we are not looking for that kind of performance. We're looking for consistency. Okay? So ayan. The minimum duration of this challenge is 6 months. Okay? And if you want to further equip your skills for this challenge, okay, find a way to join TR Labs. So, merong level requirement to, if I'm not mistaken, no? So, ano ba tong TR Labs? Pag titingnan nyo yung Discord natin, makikita nyo dyan na meron tayong TR Lab channel. And ang purpose nito is backtesting, data gathering, forward testing, creating case studies, and so on and so forth, with the goal of helping you understand the system better. Okay? So, remember, roadmap. Okay? Magsisimula tayo dito, lahat. Okay? Especially you guys, yung mga galing sa TI. Okay? So, nandyan, yan yung purpose. Bakit meron tayong TR Labs. Okay? Exciting ba to, guys? Ewan ko, when this program was introduced to us by boss, I really thought na na parang 2 years, 3 years pa in the making. Pero nung napag-usapan namin, na ngayon na pala, and now we're opening this, guys, to you, na-realize namin na this is really happening. Okay, and based on the performance of a lot of traders right now within TR, nakikita namin yung results. Talagang sabi namin, this can happen anytime. Okay? Kulang na lang is more of data and consistency. Okay? So, do you have any questions, guys, before we end? Yan, lampas na tayo ng 1 hour sa podcast natin. So, this is the roadmap. This is the challenge. Nasa inyo na kung ano yung gagawin nyo about this. Okay? Sige. The floor is open to questions. Go, Ish.
Sir, ako may question. Di ba roadmap lang naman yan? So, syempre, each trader is unique. Iba-iba yung
Yes.
experiences niya.
Correct.
Kasi napansin ko, parang sa third year ako nag-data gathering ulit.
Okay.
Kasi anong nangyari sa akin, parang okay, dito sa akin yung system sa first year. Then sa second year, nag-build ako ng consistency. Then sa third year, data gathering, parang doon ko na-realize na, okay, if I have to go back to square one, so be it. Start lang ako.
Siguro ganito. Yung data gathering na sinasabi ko dito, actually continuous yan siya. Okay? It doesn't mean na magsa-stop ka na mag-gather ng data pagdating mo ng third or fourth year. This is more on ano yung dapat na maging focus mo.
Okay? I see. Thank you, sir.
So,
Thank you.
kunwari, third year, nag-gather ka pa rin ng data, okay lang yun. No problem with that.
Okay, sir. Yun lang po. Thank you.
Okay. Questions? How about from the rest? Okay, so ayun guys, thank you for joining me tonight sa podcast na to. I hope may mga nakuha kayo. And you can always watch this recording anytime in the future.